again, everybody. Fiber Spider back again with another game just for you. Today, we have got ourselves the Genius Square. Saw this on Amazon and I thought, oh, this looks interesting. 62,208 puzzles, and there's always a solution. I love puzzles and I really love replayability, so I thought I would give this a try. It is ages 6 and up, 1 to 2 players, so solo play is optional, or you can race against an opponent to fill the grid. Basically how it works is you have these coordinate dice and these little stopper blocks there, and then you have your little Tetris pieces. So it's sort of like if Sudoku and Tetris had a love child and, came up with this game. I think it is pretty cool. So the aim of each of the 62,208 possible puzzles is to complete the square using the 9 colored shapes. Once the 7 blockers have been positioned, there may be times when it seems impossible, but there will always be at least one solution. That's why it's called a Genius Square. Each player receives their own Genius Square grid and a set of the shapes and blocker pieces. Roll all 7 of the dice together and place a blocker piece in these squares matching these 7 coordinates that appear on the dice. It's pretty straightforward. And I have played this a bunch, and it goes super duper fast. So let's go for it, shall we? All right, so opening this up. Now, like I said, I did play this, a bunch yesterday when I first got it. And so we have our coordinate dice, our blocker pieces, and 2 bags of our pieces for our little puzzling going on here. So I'm going to put one to the side. And also comes with 2 of these grids as well. Now, I have mixed reviews, like with most things, the grids, I love the clarity. However, these ridges could be just a little bit higher. But if they were a little bit higher, then the indentations on the blocks would need to be more pronounced. It's a balancing act, I understand that, but I have found myself, the blocks tend to shift a little bit more than I'd be comfortable with. It's sort of a moot point. Also, these little pieces right here, well, I'm supposed to have 14. I only have 13. I don't know if I accidentally misplaced one as I was unpacking or playing or whatever, but yeah, I only have 13 of them. So I was going to play with my mom yesterday, and well, I ended up having to use like a replacement blocker. I used a dime, which didn't even fit properly in there. And so it was sort of awkward. Is it a deal breaker for me? No, but I am going to perhaps try to contact the seller and be like, yeah, can I have another blocker? Which it seems kind of silly because, it looks like a little bit of a wooden dowel that's been snipped. I could probably make one myself, just as easy, and it would be even cheaper than shipping. I don't know. It's a point that I discovered, that I noticed, so I am bringing it up, but it's not a deal breaker. It's not going to impact the game in any way if I play it solo. So it's okay. All right, now let's get ourselves set up and situated to actually play this, shall we? All right, so we got our puzzle blocks, we have our blockers, and then we have our dice. So let's give it a roll and see what we end up with. All right, let's see. Whoop! Uh-oh. Okay, let's do that one over, sorry. Okay, so let's start from the top. D5. Get you out of the way. B3, D4, D2, oh, okay, E1. F6. And I think I nudged this. I didn't see if it changed or not, sorry. And A6. Okay, so that is what we have to currently work with. And what I really love about this is with the game mechanics, there's always a different puzzle. I mean, I played this easily, half a dozen to a dozen times yesterday, and yeah, every time it's a little bit different, and I was able to solve them relatively quickly with one exception, but I did manage to actually figure it out in the end. So, let's see what we have to work with. Well, I mean, like right off the bat, I could put this little guy right there, and then that one right there. It's all about spatial thinking and so on and so forth. Let me see. Well, I could put this guy right here, technically, and then maybe you. I could put you there, and then I could put you right there. By the way, these pieces are wooden, and I absolutely love the tactile quality. I am going to say that, definitely. Well, how about... Okay, I can make this work. Put you there, and then you go there, you can go here, and you can go there. Ta-da! Voila. And the thing is that I imagine that with each of these puzzles, there is more than one way to solve it. This is just how my addled brain works. But I really dig it. I groove on it because I grew up playing Tetris like fanatically when I was a small child. I had that, do 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 song going through my head, way too much for my own good. But yeah, there you go. Because I'm enjoying myself, I want to play another game to show you how I might possibly fail at this, So far, I've yet to be defeated, but, I don't know, we'll see, So I'm going to get myself re-situated, and we'll roll the dice again. And we shall see what happens. So, let's give it a try. Alright, this time I will try not to nudge the dice. I'll try to just roll them and see what I get. Alright, so we have... That's F1. And C5. A1. Used to love that steak sauce. Haven't had it in ages. A5. C3. PO. Okay. D5. And vitamin B1. Makes me think of bingo here. All right. So let's see what we can do here. All right, well, actually, right off the bat, I think that this would be a good spot for this yellow block right there. Fill in that corner area. And then, I don't know. I mean, I was thinking offhand, I could put that there, but then I would have to use my single block, and I don't want to use that one just yet. Not just yet. Well, I could... Okay, here's a thought. I could place that there, and then I could place either the 3 or the 4 in this spot here. Either way would be totally fine. I think I'm going to shoot the moon and put the 4 there. And then I can put this little guy right there. See? Progress. Could put you there. And you, I could put you over here. And then, last but not least, see that little single spot always comes in handy. And then, quite simply, just put these 2 little guys down at the end. You know, so there are lots and lots of possibilities. Now, what I'm curious is, you know, can I solve this using a different configuration? You know, that's not something that I've actually tried yet. Just want to be careful not to mess up my blocker pieces. But yeah, I imagine that there are multiple ways of solving the same puzzle, but with different pieces. So initially I had this one right there, right? Well, let's do a different one and see what I can finagle. Could do that, make my life complicated. And then, okay, I could do this. Just for stuff and giggles, I could do that, or I could do this and make my life just as complicated. Could try that. And then maybe on the side here, plop you down into place. This little guy is going to be problematic, isn't he? Yes, he is. Okay, let's try maybe putting you there, and you here, and ooh. Huh? So it is possible. You know, it's just a matter of rethinking your strategy. But yes, it is totally doable. I really like this. You know, it's a quick little brain teaser, and you know, as you can see, yes, it goes really, really quick. And if you're playing against an opponent, I mean, I think that it's really clever in the fact that there is so much potential replay value. I really dig it. You know, let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Have you played this before? You know, I like it. You know, I'll definitely give it my 2 thumbs up. The only exception, of course, as far as giving it like a full 10 out of 10 is, yeah, I was missing that one blocker piece, and the ridges. I mean, yeah, they do stay in place, but you know, I got shaky hands, so you know, that's my only negative comment as far as the game itself is concerned. And one of them, it just could have been a manufacturing thing. But yeah, so as per usual, I'm going to put a link to where I found this in the description box down below. It is not sponsored. It is not affiliated. I don't get anything out of it, but other than making sure that you know where to find it. That's all. You know, I get no kickback. So hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please give a little thumbs up button down below. You know that I appreciate your appreciation as always. And stay tuned for more, because whether I'm doing videos on games or audiobooks or cooking or baking or stitching, hey, I like variety. It's the spice of life. And then of course there's my other YouTube channel, Fiber Spider Games, where I do video game playthrough and commentary. Also, link is in the description box. Check it out. And until next time, you know what to do, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching and playing and doing all sorts of fun stuff. Stay safe, take care of yourselves. Have a great day. I flubbed the end of that, I know. Have a great day, everybody, and bye for now.